So you could be this guy. After driving around 600 kilometers per day on a vacation, always struggling with a massive back pain or the ability to move around his bike while riding, and always have to take his backpack on and off when he stops the motorcycle or every time he needs something, and still be limited to a storage size of a regular backpack. And even worse, not being able to roll around on your back if you slide off your motorcycle. Or else you could do this. That's your choice. So right before we get started with this video, I just want to address that this video is brought to you by the nice folks over at SW-MOTECH. They were so nice to send me a handful of bags in this universal system area for me to test out, and my mind was blown. Like, I have a really strong opinion about luggage on a motorcycle just like mine, a sports bike or a street bike, but this was a completely out-of-body experience. Honestly, I actually didn't believe it could be so easy to become a adventure bike rider in a matter of only seconds, but at the same time still being able to take everything off your bike when you have arrived at your destination. And I mean everything. No straps, no nothing. So what is the best motorcycle luggage? For me, it has to fill in 4 major criteria. Easy to install, but also to remove, easy access, waterproof for crappy weather, and the durability. And then there's also, of course, something with storage space and how much you pack when you're going on a trip and the trip itself. But if we start with the installment, and that is where this SW-MOTECH system wins for me as a, what can I say, sport bike or street bike, or let's just say non-adventure bike rider wins, because we don't necessarily want to have bags shown all the time, or at least I don't want to. And the process is really simple. It is literally just placing the bag on the bike, take the straps around the passenger foot pegs or some place around your frame, or a place where you can fit in a little strap. And then in my case, I use my license plate holder as well, so I have 3 fixed points, and then you simply just put the straps on the back, and that's it. It takes 14 seconds, and then I don't have to tell you how fast it's to take everything off again. It really is that simple. And where SW-MOTECH wins for me is the strap itself. Of course, also the design and the durability. We are going to talk about that later in the video, but the strap itself, because SW-MOTECH is not the only brand in the world doing universal system for non-adventure bike riders. But first of all, the strap already have a loop, so you don't have to be creative to find a place where you can loop it around and make your own loop inside the strap, and then you can attach the hook or something like that. The loop is already there, so you can make it so much easier for yourself to begin with. And then there's this little filler. This little filler keeps the strap in place under the whole trip, and it is easy to adjust the length in matter of one simple press. You don't have to fiddle around the strap with going in and out of something. It's just press the little buckle, adjust the length, or just pull the strap itself, and then it will lock automatically. That is where SW-MOTECH wins for me personally. So when talking about easy access to your stuff, this isn't a thing that I thought that I would be paying much attention to, but I have found myself over the years being more and more irritated over a roll top bag. I know, unpopular opinion are incoming, because riding with more luggage that you can fit in a normal backpack Having a huge roll top bag, you really have to think about how you pack and organize all your stuff, because if you suddenly need something in your bag and it's not in the top of the bag, then you have to take everything out of the bag. And I swear, when you are in the middle of your ride and you have to unpack everything, you are not going to pack it as clean and tidy as you did before the ride. So it's just another stress point when you're standing on the side of the road or where you else have stopped with all your gear on and then suddenly need something. Then an easy access just like this is super convenient. Here I can see everything I have in the bag. I have a nice open compartment and I can move around stuff to get what I exactly need. I also have these small zippers in the lid for phones or anything like that. I also have a zipper underneath the other lid. It's just super convenient with a huge open lid. Now this is the biggest bag in the Pro series. I also have the more smaller bag that I use for daily commuting, but it is the same with all of the bags. They have easy access to the storage or to the main compartment. So it's not because that I hate roll top bags, but I have just found out with myself that when going on longer trips, I would never hesitate on having a huge open access to all my stuff. And when talking about easy access like this, it's also something with the functionality of the bag itself. As you saw under the lid, there is a lot of pockets. I also have pockets here on the side if I just want to have my pocket here. So if I'm stopping at a gas station, I also have easy access to the things I am going to need while riding. My phone, my wallet, keys, small stuff like that. But you are also able to attach things to the bag all over the place, here and there as well. It could be a tent, it could be sleeping bags, an extra helmet, your dog, I don't know. And this material is made out of something called Hyperlon material, and it should be unrippable. That is what I've learned. But it is nice for me as a photographer. It's nice that I can have my tripod on top of my bag and then strapped onto the bag so it doesn't have to fill inside of the bag. That is super smart, and it also makes you being able to ride with peace in mind. All of these bags in this Pro series comes with a 100% waterproof inner lining, which is removable as a bag, so all your stuff will always stay dry on the trip. But the material the bag itself is made of, and I will talk more about that later in this video, is also made out of a material that is splash proof. So if you get caught without the inner lining, the bag itself is pretty sturdy. And for me, it is really a no-brainer. Bags made for traveling should be 100% waterproof, and these bags are no exception. If you like to have a solution that is 100% waterproof all the time, where you don't have to think about anything and don't care about the design of the bag itself, SW-MOTECH also have the dry bag series, which is a duffel bag solution with a roll top. But again, now the roll top is on the long side of the bag, so you still have this nice wide open access and overview of all your stuff. And it is made of the durable 500D polyester double-sided PVC coating. That was something to remember. When talking about the durability of a bag itself, it's probably the most overlooked criteria for having bags on your motorcycle. And it is somehow also always have something to do with that you are getting what you're paying for, like with anything else here in the world. And with this Pro series from SW-MOTECH, you get bags that is made of indestructible 1680D ballistic nylon, which was originally designed for military use, and then it's highly UV resistant, so you don't ride around with faded, worn out bags. Winter is really coming soon. I have been so glad for these bags from SW-MOTECH on my trips. And I've actually become so glad for them that I'm also using them on my small trips and daily commuting, even though I'm not going that far. I'm really done with riding with a backpack. Just being able to ride around without a backpack on my back, and with a system that is so easy to use and with such a high build quality, why not?